Whining and a cold nose in my shoulder wakes me up from a deep and dreamless sleep. I open my eyes and it's still completely dark. I guess my dog has decided I will be getting up anyway. It figures that on the one day of the week where I get a chance to sleep in, that the dog would wake me up in the middle of the night. She almost never gets up before the sun comes up, so I figure that the need must be dire for her to wake me up right now. Maybe she licked the bowl of chili that I had left on the table when I got up to go to the bathroom last night, and now is feeling the consequences. It wouldn't be the first time. I roll over and grab my phone off the nightstand to check the time, but it won't turn on. The battery must be dead even though I plugged it in right before bed. It's an old phone though and finicky, and sometimes you have to plug it in just right or it won't charge. I'd set an alarm for 10 a.m. so that I would wake up before the football game started. I wanted to check the injury report and make any last-minute changes to my fantasy teams. Maybe I'm lucky that the dog woke me up if my phone was dead. I wouldn't want to oversleep. It's the fantasy playoffs and I've got a good amount of money riding on this week's outcome. It's still really dark and I roll over and look towards my windows where, even through my closed blinds, I can typically see some light from the street lamp below. But tonight it's completely dark. I can hear someone scraping ice off their car windshield in the parking lot below. I wonder why the hell anybody would be awake and headed out at this godforsaken hour on a Sunday. I get up out of bed and flip the light switch near the door, but the light doesn't come on. I walk across the hall to the bathroom and try that switch, and again nothing. Great. The power must be out. I guess that explains the dead phone. About this time, I realize that I have to pee pretty badly, so I put the toilet seat down and sit, to avoid pissing all over everything in the dark. As I'm sitting there, relieving myself, I realize that the power on the whole block must be out. That's why it's so dark. Even the streetlights are out. I get up, flush, and start making my way into the living room. I trip and nearly fall over the dog, who's standing in front of the closet, where I keep her food and leash. She must really need to go, and I hope I can get my shit together and take her outside before she has an accident on the floor. I remember that my flashlight and headlamp are both inside my backpack that's somewhere in the closet near the door, buried with a bunch of other camping gear. I tell myself that I should probably be better prepared in the instance of a power outage in the future. I decide, rather than digging through all the crap in the closet in the dark for a flashlight, I would just get the lighter out of the drawer in my coffee table and use it to light the candle that's sitting on the table. I slowly make my way into the living room, waving my hands in front of me, trying not to run into anything. I can hear the dog running around by the door from the sound of her tags clinking together. Clearly her night vision is better than mine. I make it to the couch, feel my way around it and to the coffee table. I open up the drawer and fumble around until I find the lighter. I flick it and nothing. Not even a spark. I try again and still nothing. I'm starting to get pretty pissed off at this time and promise myself that I will never buy another one of these shitty lighters again. I'll spend the extra 75 cents for a name brand lighter. I resign myself to digging through the closet to try and find my flashlight hidden somewhere inside my backpack. I stub my toe on the couch on the way and let loose a string of profanities. I finally touch the wall with my outstretched arms and run my hands over to the closet door and make my way towards the handle. I turn the handle when suddenly I hear a noise coming from my bedroom. It's the alarm from my phone. The sudden realization comes crashing down on me and I collapse to the floor in panic and shock. I start sobbing uncontrollably, and my dog comes over and starts licking my face, wondering what's wrong, trying to console me. I hold her head in my hands and look at her, trying to will the image of her face to appear in front of me. But all I can see is blackness.